Okay, this is my last video for today. And this will be for the last 4 signs. So, even though this is the YouTube cut, I do readings for YouTube and Facebook. I give them a certain video, under 15 minutes, and I give y'all a different one. And the messages are different. A different platform, different messages. Different groups of whomever. Like, those collectives are completely different. Don't mind me. Please don't mind me. That's Leo, Moon, and Lilith talking. Looking at my hair and shit. I'm not gonna talk about it. But we have Sagittarius. We have Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Oh my gosh. Ooh. The thrill is gone. Something done ran its course. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Sheesh. Y'all just bear with me a little. Let's get into it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna keep that out here for everybody. Let's see what's at the... Three of Swords. Severance. I shit you not. Severance. Sagittarius, it's not working. It's not working. You can't make it work anymore. You're going to have to take your skills elsewhere. You're going to have to take your energy elsewhere. The time you've invested, it has to move. The Death card will make sure that. The Scorpio energy is going to light a fire under your ass like you never known fire before. And that's your element. When the Phoenix gets a hold of you, there's not much you can do. You're going to get roasted, toasted, and yeah, it's going to be marshmallow fluff. But it's going to influence you to work towards what really matters. Like what you want to see is what you'll have to be putting your energy towards. Not just a vision of it, but actually putting your hands into creating it. Not assuming that it will get there or it'll manifest or you're putting in practical work and action. This severance, it was a doozy. It's finite. I keep saying that with this death energies. It's a sure thing. It is ending. The work you're doing, contract's over. You got to go somewhere else with your skill set. If you were, you're coming to the end of a contract, your lease is about to be up. Your routine will be shaken up. Or is about to be. Like you're coming into a season where shit is shifting and changing for you. Like there is somebody stepped on in this motherfucking card. It could have literally been someone passing. And you find out while you're at work. Or somebody tells you they're leaving and they send it through a message while you're at work. You get something through the grapevine, or you're getting it. You're getting the message, but the message had always been coming to you that this cannot go on, or this is coming to an end. I don't think this takes you by surprise. As much as the energy of death itself seems to be behind you. It's like, okay, well, you're experiencing the severance, but you'll be back on track by the time Scorpio season is here. You'll be back where you need to be. You'll be back to a place where you can actually build, where you can actually focus. You'll be using your energy towards what it's really necessary for. There's no more wasting time here. And that's becoming very, very clear. Capricorn, you have the 5 of Wands and this 10 of Wands. What 5 people can't do, you do double what they do on your own. How you like that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, it looks like you're carrying the brunt of this shit. And it does get on your fucking nerves. But you'll have no trouble letting the shit go. It'll hurt them more than it hurts you. Because they just don't understand you can run circles around them with the type of endurance that you have. Let them fools argue amongst themselves. And while they can't even do what each of them are assigned to do, I'm doing 10 times the work of one person. And without complaint, though. I've shouldered this weight for a very long time. And it's time to make it very clear. They're not even your competition. You're nowhere near the competitive edge. Because there is no comparison. Like, quite literally, it's just you. And you carry your ability speaks for itself. Your determination, your ability to get shit done speaks for itself. And I really do like that for you. Polka dot draws. So for Aquarius, we have King of Wands and the 9 of Cups. With, without, or in spite of, like, this King of Wands energy doesn't really, they could be in a position watching other people work or surveying or whatever, and you're sitting here in this 9 of Cups and you're quite content with or without them. It could very well be you, like, behind all the clothes, behind the position, behind the job or whatever it may be. You have this contentment that just can't be fucked with. If people knew the truth, their assumptions would have them feeling like this. Oh. Underneath that is this. Who is this Queen of Wands? If that's your counterpart, they're not happy. They are not happy. Not as happy as you are. Shit. You're very happy and you're thinking clearly. So if that was a person you used to date, a person that was connected to you in a very passionate type of way, or even a partnership, they're not in the best mind state or in the best place. And they carry feminine energy with them, and you're making moves as the King of Wands. You're very content, but maybe ignorant to what's going on, or maybe you don't care, or maybe you're making sure their energy stays where the fuck it's at, and you're staying to yourself. That could very well be it too. I'm not mad at it, but Queen of Wands with that 3 of Swords is not really not having a good time. I don't think that's your business. It could be your business, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're supposed to be paying more attention, and you're not, and they feel away, or you can't see that they're unhappy, or you're not adding any, like you're coming equipped with your own happiness, and they have this sorrow, and there's nothing that you're really giving them. You give them this, maybe the Ace of Swords, but it's like it doesn't soothe what they've got. It's not a salve. It's not taking the sting out of what they're feeling or what they're experiencing or what they're thinking. They're going through something. They're going through a time. But you focus elsewhere. So, Pisces, I have the Hierophant and the Hangman. Somebody else is going to make this decision for you. And you're not going to be satisfied. You're going to feel like it's being done towards you. This is what you need, though. If you use this, you can eliminate this Three of Swords and cut the Hangman down at the same time. If you're being judged by a person in a higher position or in a court of law, or when it comes to an evaluation, the impression you've made or the information you've given or the place you're finding yourself in is not because of anyone else. This Hangman energy with the Hierophant, it's like the system is set up like that, so I can't win. Or they've been doing it like this so long that I can't move. I can't change the outcome. I can't do anything different. I have to do it the way they've always been doing it. So I'm trying to play by their rules. And that's where you're getting it fucked up. You don't play by their rules. You come with your own set of guidance. But you're the last one you trust. And this is why you make missteps and you go through these certain experiences, because you're still seeing it necessary to be like, instead of expressing yourself to where a person can actually understand you, you assume that nobody understands you and nobody gets you. So you have isolated your own self from people who could actually hear you. And you're left with this Three of Swords. It's like you break your own heart. You don't want to be judged by the criteria everybody else gets judged by. You want people to be able to see your good nature and your heart for what it really is. But you putting everybody else through, like, you assume that everybody is the same because of this system, or that they I don't know. It's like sometimes you adopt the ideologies and then sometimes you go against the grain, and needing to learn when to use those energies is going to serve you well. Because if you have the power to be so abundant and so, you know what I'm saying, so powerful, so magnetizing, like, you shouldn't be trapped in your own energy for that long. Who put you in this stagnation? No one. And that's what you need to realize. No one put you there. So it's like, I'll never forget being in physics class. There was two currents, one going this way and one going this way, of electricity. And there was a fish in the middle, and they couldn't get past either way because it was a feeling. And they were like, oh, okay. If I go this way, I'm going to get fucked. If I go this way, I'm going to get fucked. And the currents were going in two opposite directions. And this is like, I can't go in either direction. This is not an electrified fence in this instance. It's just life, where there's consequences to no matter what choice you make. There's some kind of consequence, whether for better or for worse. You just have to move. You have to take an action and you have to make a move. And it's going to be a good decision, or it's not going to be a good decision. But if you can't just get yourself in a position to make one, then you will continuously be in this position, exactly where other people will put you. They will make the decision for you, and you won't like that. When they start taking your choices away from you, the choices that you couldn't make, the options you couldn't take, like the choices you just, oh, it's too many. Okay, well, keep it real fucking simple. Yes or no? Do you want it or do you not? Red or blue? Don't start looking at lavender and lilac and fucking all the hues in between. Keep it as simple as possible, because you're a very creative and a very imaginative and very intuitive sign. You can sometimes let that be the reason why choosing something is like impossible, because you're attaching all this other fantastical shit to it that hasn't even occurred yet. Just make a fucking decision. Use the sword to cut yourself down. You were not sentenced to live a life like that. If you feel like you're imprisoned, if you feel like you must be in an asylum some fucking where because everybody is crazy, you're there with them. You're a part of it. And that's your senses. that you're sensing. It's not everybody else. It's not everybody outside of you. This is something that your mind is associating with the situations you've been in. And it's always, you find yourself in these situations where somebody is fucking thrown off their rocker, or you feel like you're imprisoned into something. You have to get out of that prison, sickness, asylum type of mindset that is not always everybody else. Even though you do attract people like that because of what you rule over, you should be the first one to see it and cut that shit off, or to stop it at the door and really put that shit in check. And it may hurt people's feelings, true, but you don't have to take on their energy and then take on their energy. And they've unloaded all this shit on you, and you get stuck with these rules and these, three hots in a cot type of feeling to it. Like, you get stuck in this regiment and in this way of life, and you're looking at everybody else like, why does this keep happening to me? Why do these people do this? Mm-mm. 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 So who the fuck do you answer to? If you're the last sign and you're supposed to be the most mature, who are you answering to with this Hierophant card? Where is your emotional discernment? If you're so intuitive, why could you not see this coming? What are you ignoring? You need to be able to see through some shit. Because the Hangman is a moment where you do get that eureka moment and you do get that enlightenment. I need you to use it. You can't play small anymore. Or you're going to be told how to live. And you're going to be rebellious against that and want to buck against that. But at the same time, feeling limited, like you're always fighting against somebody trying to tell you how not to be this and not to be that. But you're not using it in a constructive way. And so when somebody comes in and starts to make decisions for you, you feel like your back is against the wall and it's out of your hands. When you were given time, you were given just as much time as everyone else. And this stagnation, this hangman energy is just not beneficial for you. It's just not serving you justice right now. And that could be very well be in a legal situation, or in where karma is maybe passed down and divvied out amongst people that you could be dealing with, you against this person, you against this person versus this person, right? Everybody is about to get their fair share. And some people are going to come out victorious and other people are going to come out butthurt. Oh well. But I'm telling you, don't stay stuck. Don't stay stagnant. Don't stay in that motherfucking place, because it's not going to serve you. It's not going to serve you. It's like a cop-out to go to your escapism and go to your shell. But I just, like, you draw a blank. Don't do that. Don't space out. Don't do that. Because you are very much in control of what you're doing. And you use it as an excuse. So that's all I got. I'm going to get up out of here. I will talk to y'all later.